And just as the Congress and multiple opposition parties gear up to boycott this parliament inauguration, BJP chief JP Nadda now training his guns on the Congress. Nadda launches dynasty attack on the opposition, says the opposition really lacks commitment to democracy. Opposition parties must introspect. This is JP Nadda who firing at the opposition parties, particularly the Congress, accusing them of dynasty politics. I'm cutting across to Mashmi for more on that. Mashmi, what's the reason for the BJP national president to accuse Congress of dynasty politics? It's not a new statement or an allegation that's been fired on the Congress party. But just as a bunch of the opposition parties gear up to boycott this new parliament building, we hear JP Nadda firing dynasty politics, or, you know, a dynasty party itself, attacking the Congress with that remark.
So as I said, Nabila, you know, the BJP is just stepping up the attack. You saw Amit Shah yesterday, how he lashed out at the Congress party in Assam, saying that the Congress party was still delusional. They were still living in that era where they believed that they were in power and they could never accept Prime Minister Narendra Modi had won not once but twice with a thumping majority. And if they go on like that, then right now they've lost even the position of the lead opposition party in the parliament, and they'll fare terribly in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. He also went on to say that this is a dedication to the nation. The parliament is for the people of the country to make laws, and it is actually a part of the rich culture and tradition of democracy, and thereby to boycott the inauguration ceremony is just the high-handedness of the Congress party. So thereby he also elaborated about how many chief ministers and Congress leaders, including Sonia Gandhi and the then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, had inaugurated several assemblies and constitutional buildings. Thereby, you know, the BJP president JP Nadda putting out that tweet to in fact sharpen the attack on the Congress party, clearly saying that the Congress yet again was living in its own world and did not respect the democratic culture and traditions, and they did not want to participate in the thriving democratic event that will happen on the 28th. So clearly, you know, this is a part of the series of attacks. We've seen Rajiv Chandrasekhar also tweet out. Nirmala Sitharaman has said that this is also a celebration of the Tamil Nadu culture, and thereby the Congress and the opposition parties, including the DMK, are trying to demean that culture. So clearly, you know, the battle lines are drawn, Nabila, and this argument is going to continue unabated.
And this will continue, considering it's just barely 2 days for the inauguration of the new parliament building. You already see the opposition parties accusing the BJP of not following rules, protocols, tradition, and a fitting reply that the BJP has found to blame the Congress of disrespecting Hindu culture and tradition by relegating that Sengol to a mere walking stick. On both ends, we see guns being trained as barely 2 days to go for this inauguration of the new parliament building. Huge political showdown there over the inauguration by Prime Minister Modi of this new parliament building that will happen on the 28th of May. BJP has slammed the opposition. In fact, all the opposition collectively, mostly 20 parties, barring 3 or 4 who are going to be attending that event, the BJP accusing them of disrespecting the parliament and democracy itself. While Home Minister Amit Shah slamming the Congress for politics of negativity, Union Ministers Rajnath Singh, S. Jaishankar have called on the opposition now to rethink their boycott calls, urging them not to politicize this event. Meanwhile, at least 20 opposition parties stand firm on their boycott call, saying the BJP has insulted President Draupadi Murmu by not asking her to inaugurate the parliament building instead of Prime Minister Modi. Meanwhile, the slugfest over Modi inaugurating this new parliament building has now reached the apex court. Supreme Court now finds itself to look into a plea arguing that Prime Minister's inauguration here has violated the Constitution and insulted President of India Draupadi Murmu.
संसद भवन का उद्घाटन एक ऐतिहासिक अवसर है जो अब 21वीं सदी में दोबारा नहीं आने वाला है, और इस शुभ अवसर पर संसद या राष्ट्रपति को विवाद में लाने से किसी को भी बचना चाहिए। संवैधानिक सत्र और सार्वजनिक समारोह का अंतर समझना चाहिए। राजनीतिक विरोध के अनेक अवसर आते जाते रहेंगे और मैं यही आग्रह करूंगा कि जिन दलों ने समारोह के बहिष्कार का निर्णय लिया है वे अपने फैसले पर राजनीतिक लाभ हानि से परे जाकर वह पुनर्विचार करें और इस समारोह में भाग लेकर ऐतिहासिक क्षण के वह साक्षी बने।
मुझे तो लगता है कि जो उद्घाटन जो हो रहा है होगा, ये लोकतंत्र का एक उत्सव है और हमें उस स्पिरिट में लेना चाहिए। ये विवाद का विषय नहीं बनना चाहिए। ये दुर्भाग्य है अगर ये बनता है और ये मुझे आप जानते हैं कि कुछ लोगों की ये कोशिश है, पर मुझे लगता है कि राजनीति की भी कुछ सीमा होनी चाहिए और कम से कम ऐसे मौके पे हम पूरे देश को सब मिलजुल कर इसको मनाना चाहिए।
The President is the one who convenes Parliament, who prorogues Parliament, who dissolves Parliament, who calls elections and so on. It would be extremely unwise in the view of many people for the President to be left out of inaugurating the Parliament that may be our building for the next 100 years. So for this reason, it becomes extremely important to respect both points of view.
We are concerned and deeply, genuinely concerned about the soul of democracy, the soul of Parliament, which is the Constitution of India, the heartbeat of Parliament. If the heartbeat of Parliament is under threat, what should we be fighting for? The building or the health? So we are fighting for the health of democracy. We are fighting for the Constitution of India.
पार्लियामेंट का इनॉग्रेशन है, नई पार्लियामेंट की बिल्डिंग का इनॉग्रेशन है, तो जो हम पूछते कहाँ गए वो लोग? अब अटल जी नहीं है, इंदिरा जी नहीं है, बड़े बड़े नेता नहीं है, अब बचे हैं आडवाणी जी। तो क्या उनको बुलाया है? नहीं, जैसे राष्ट्रपति को नहीं बुलाया। पूरी जिंदगी आडवाणी जी की पार्लियामेंट के परिसर में गई है। और दूसरी बात है कि आज जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जो अच्छे दिन दिख रहे हैं उसके पायोनियर पार्लियामेंट में तो आडवाणी साहब ही है ना। सरकार तो कहाँ लोकतंत्र को, डेमोक्रेसी को मानती है या संविधान को मानती है? वो तो ऐसा ही चलेगा।
সংসদের নতুন বিল্ডিং উদ্বোধন হচ্ছে, ভারতবর্ষের রাষ্ট্রপতিকে ডাকা হচ্ছে না কেন? তিনি একজন এসটি সম্প্রদায়ের প্রতিনিধি। ভারতবর্ষের যদি পার্লামেন্টে নতুন বিল্ডিং উদ্বোধন হয়, কার করা উচিত? প্রধানমন্ত্রী না রাষ্ট্রপতি? সেই রাষ্ট্রপতিকে উদ্বোধনে ডাকা তো দূরের কথা, তার নাম পর্যন্ত ইনভিটেশন কার্ডে নেই।
As we see all the politics boiling around the new parliament building, it's barely 48 hours before inauguration of this sprawling new parliament building, standing right next to the old one. The inauguration event, which will begin with a grand puja at 7 a.m. on Sunday, will continue for a couple of hours Sunday morning. Sengol, the much talked about sceptre, which will be brought into the new Parliament House, will be brought in through a procession, which will be handed over to the Prime Minister, who will then install it in a glass case, which will be placed right next to the Speaker's podium. Prime Minister Modi will also launch a commemorative ₹75 coin, marking 75 years of independence. The coin will have a new Parliament building's image. It will also have an Ashoka emblem marked on it.